Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Anime Tree here. I'm doing a response video to it was a podcast I actually really love. It's the Grassi Perna show, and it's Tom Grassi and Brandon Perna run this show, and I love them. I do love the content they make. They're really a good YouTube channel, and you guys should definitely go check them out if you love football at all. But they just released a video about 4 hours ago, probably 5 hours ago, when this gets uploaded, and it says, "What if Deshaun Watson kind of sucks?" And they talk about the cap because I don't know if you guys saw in recent news, the Browns decided to restructure some contracts, which is a very Andrew Berry thing to do. I love Andrew Berry, the GM, super smart guy, but people are like going like, this is them putting all their chips on the table. Yes, they're putting all their chips on the table, but Andrew Berry doesn't do that. Now everyone keeps pointing off the point of next year, uh, according to overthecap.com, it was Deshaun Watson will get $46 million this 2024 and 2025 and 2026. In 2027, though, and people forget to bring this up, and it's really irritating, he's getting 8.9 million dollars, and it's voidable. This is the number that you should be paying attention to, not the 46. Because right now, let's see, because right now it's at 40, let's say $50 million each. The Browns can extend him at any point, and this is the point of fully guaranteed money. Fully guaranteed means they take all that money that he's supposed to do, the owner takes that money and puts it in a escrow account, and the player is allowed to be distributed it for whatever the thing is. So right now, it was Deshaun Watson gets this much over it, all this stuff. So where does this fit in? He can read the structure. So let's just say they come together next offseason and say, hey, Deshaun goes, hey, I like being here. And the Browns say, hey, we like you being here. Which I don't know, even if he is or isn't bad, right there, that voidable year, they can add an extra 2 years onto this thing. Right now, 2 to 3 years. So that's what, 40, I think and the only rule is if he has that guaranteed money, it should be only 20 million. So they can fudge about $26 million every year. If they add on 3 extra years, they pay him $26 million, and they throw it in there and go like, hey, by the way, that means 2028, 29, and 30 that you get paid $26 million. Why would a team do that? Well, the cap goes up about, on average, $15 million every season for cap space. So that's where the money's coming from. And that void year, that $9 million, even $10 million, they can even renegotiate it into that and say, hey, they can say, hey, we want to extend you another 3 years. We're going to give you a big extra 10 million a year. So the 30 million. So you get 10 million. You move about, since you can only move about 26 of 60 mil, so they can move stuff around. It was and drop this even more. So this 40 could be 20 million next year. Which I think it could be 25 million. It could be 30 million. And then the cap goes up, like I said, about averages about 15 million every year. That's the big picture. Andrew Berry, he's not an idiot. And I hate that people look at him this way because it's like, oh, you gave all this money to somebody who has off the field issues. So did every other GM. I swear, go to any team history you want. You're going to find a player on there that has a off the field issue. Let me go with Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger. Yep. He had off the field issues. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Michael Vick. And I do Pittsburgh because I'm a Browns fan. We have a rivalry. But even like it was a big guarantee if you look up the Denver Broncos, they're going to have players on their team's history that had terrible off the field thing. So did the Green Bay Packers. No team is completely clean of doing this. Now, these specific things, I'm not excusing him. What he's accused of, I'm not a big fan. I will go with the innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But I don't want to hang out with the dude. But I do understand that there is from off the football or on the football field thing, this money is a really good deal for the team. Um, and even how it's spread out. Everyone keeps looking at the top. Don't look at the top. Look at where it could go from here. And I love DTR. He's he's looking good as a backup right now. I don't know if he's going to be a starter, but if he is, imagine if they do that and say, "Hey, let's just say they do that in 20, 28, 29, and 30. They extend Watson, say, "Hey, we're going to give you those, like, 20 million or whatever." And then it's like, "We'll pay you, but you're going to be on the roster, but you're going to be our third string. You're not going to be part of the team pretty much anymore." They can do that if DTR proves himself. If not, if Watson's really good, we have a quarterback for a long period of time. That's extremely good. Myles Garrett restructured his contract. All these players restructure because there's ways to move money around. And with guaranteed money, which everyone keeps harping on about, is terrible. It's terrible for the NFL. No, it's not. Look at the money, how it moves. You can move around guaranteed money. Now, not guaranteed money, you can't, because let's just say you promise $20 million to a player if he gets 500 yards. You have to have that money ready to go if he does. If he doesn't, then that money goes back to you. But that doesn't mean you can move that around. You can't go, "Oh, no. We meant 20,000 yards." Not 20,000, but you know what I mean. Let's say 200. We meant 200 next year. You can't do that. But with guaranteed money, you can say, "Hey, because it's guaranteed money, it's guaranteed to you. We'd like to move it down the road, and we're going to give you a teeny bit more, or even a little bit more, or even a lot bit more to move that money down the road, because cap goes up every year. I don't know, on average 15 million. There's been a few times in league history it has not gone up. But these are the numbers you have to look at. You can't look at just one thing and go like, "Oh, this is bad because it's a lot of money." And I dislike it. So yeah, like I said, it was great guys, Perna or I'm sorry, Brandon Perna. I don't want to disrespect you, and Tom Grossi. Great guys. It was go watch their YouTube channel, but they're wrong on this. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. See you guys next time.